that I've done in Mary Kay could not do without this woman and all of the belief and the love that she continued to pour into me, so I'm just so blessed to have her. So, are you guys having fun so far? Good. Well, the events are truly amazing, and I can really pinpoint the changes in my life and the changes in my business at every event that I went to. So, just know that you are here for a reason, and that it is destiny that you are here. And so, I am just so excited to be able to speak to you. Becoming a director, one of the main reasons that I wanted to become a director was so that I could share my story, and so that my story would impact other women and give them the courage and the belief that they can do it too. So I actually started Mary Kay. The Mary Kay opportunity was first brought to me when I was just 19 years old. I was in my second semester at college, and so just loving life, just having fun, and found myself at a Mary Kay event. Was all about having fun. I don't really even remember hearing about the opportunity being talked about, but I do remember Amy closing me and telling me that she could see me being so great at this. And I was shocked. I mean, the thought had not even crossed my mind. And I didn't know. I was, like I said, really shocked. And so I kind of sat there and I didn't know. I don't even know what I said to her. But I told her I would think about it. And at that event, I was with my best friend. She was my best friend since 6th grade. We had gone to the event together, and also my roommate in college. And so I jumped in the car with them with a whole bunch of product, and I was really excited and shared my excitement with them. However, they did not have the same excitement, and especially my best friend, who I had a lot of respect for and who I really gave all of my heart to. And I shared with her that I was thinking about maybe doing it, and I can remember so vividly her looking at me and saying, "Really? You're thinking about doing this? Rebecca, you could do so much better than Mary Kay." And so at that time, I was a different person than I am today. And I really cared a lot about what other people thought. And so I said, "You're right, I don't know what I was thinking, that was a crazy idea." And so that was it. I was one of those people that canceled my follow-up call with Amy, and I didn't talk about it again. But the crazy thing is that when you are meant to do something and God has that plan for you, it stays on your heart. And so every day, I feel like I thought about it, and lots of things would make me think about it. I feel like I saw pink Cadillacs all the time, and it was just around me constantly. And thank God that we have a product that's consumable. Because of that, I found my way back to Amy, and that was then in July, the summer. I had just turned 20, and I decided after going back and forth a little bit to jump in. And so jumped in. It was the summer after my first year in college, and I really was I was an active consultant that went to everything. I loved it. I was having fun. I was all about having fun. I was a big cheerleader. I went to everything. I went to the big events, and I really, truly did see what Mary Kay had as potential, and I understood that. But I had kind of a different vision for my life, and so it was hard for me as a college student to really see myself as doing Mary Kay. You know what I mean? Like, I was going to Mary Kay, and I was playing with Mary Kay, and I was team building without kind of really trying, and things were happening, but I didn't think that I would ever really do Mary Kay. You know what I'm talking about? Just do it. And I had a lot of fear of that. I looked back into that time and really tried to pinpoint what it was. And I know that I gave myself a lot of excuses. I would tell myself it was because I was young. I would say I'm too young, or it was because I was going to college, and I knew, why am I going to college if I'm just going to be a Mary Kay director? That doesn't make sense, and had a lot of that. But I know one of the main reasons was I had grown up all my life with a father who would really tell me, "You are going to be great. You are going to be the top. You're going to be amazing." And he would pour all of these really big dreams into my life. And I knew that. I knew that I wanted to be like kind of in power positions, and always knew that I would major in business. Didn't really know what I would do with it, but I knew it was going to be something powerful. And that was kind of my vision. And I saw that, and Mary Kay didn't look that way to me. It didn't look like I would have that position in his eyes of what he thought that I should have. But I also was raised by a mom who, if lots of you know her, and she is truly like love and connector. You can just hold her hands and like look in her eyes and tell you that you love her, and she'll just start crying. And so I was raised by that mixture. I was raised by a dad who was like, "You're going to be the best, your power, win, 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 fight, fight, fight." And then a mom who was like, "Let's just all love each other. Let's just have fun." And so I had like a real big kind of clash of my personality, because I hold a lot of both of those. And loving and connecting is definitely my very first part, but I do have that power. And so coming into Mary Kay, I did notice, I was like, this could be it. This is like the perfect combination of both of those things. I can have the power, I can go to the top, but I don't have to be mean. I can love people to the success. And so I saw that, but I had a lot of fear of doing that. But God kept putting it on my heart. Just like he had kept putting Mary Kay on my heart, he just kept putting it on my heart. And so finally, after several months of being in the company, I made the decision that I really needed to go farther. And so actually, it first really hit me at a Red Rages event with Stacey James. And we had to really talk about what we really wanted, and I knew deep down in my heart that Mary Kay was the vision for my life and what I really truly did want. And so I remember sitting across the table from Amy, and she said, what have been your thoughts at this event? Like, what is it that you really want? And I said, I want to be a director. And she just looked at me like she had known all along. And so that was when my business changed a lot. I really started working every month. The goal was DIQ, and I missed it every month, but it was okay, because one of the biggest amazing things about this company is that it's okay to miss goals. We are in the most safe environment, and all of those goals, you truly do learn from them when you miss them and when you meet them, you know what I mean? And so I feel like I've always learned a lot more when those times when I maybe didn't hit what I wanted. And so I just really learned that God's timing is perfect, and even more so really realized that year when I went to seminar. And my mom actually signed up to be a consultant right before seminar so that she could come with me to seminar that year. And I remember seeing everything, and it was amazing, and we roomed together, and one night my mom looked at me and crying, because that's what her first sounded, and she said, this company is so amazing, and I feel like this company was made for you. And I can remember that. I don't know what I said to her, but I know that that was such a life-changing moment for me, because all of a sudden I realized, it's okay, I'm claiming it. This is what I want. And truly made the decision. And everything in Mary Kay, it's all about making that decision, claiming it of what you want. And so I said, this is it, I'm gonna do it. And so came back from Texas, and then August 1st went into DIQ, was all fired up, excited, celebrated by hitting the DIQ, and then fell out. And so learned a huge, major life-changing moment then too, that once again, God's plan is perfect and his timing is perfect. And also learned that when you hit goals, you can't stop. You have to keep on working, and I had to learn that the hard way. But through that whole process, again, so much self-growth from just realizing what is so important. And I can remember through that period of time of trying to get back into DIQ, and every month resetting that goal, and every month missing it, I learned so many things. And one of the major things was that I really needed to discover my why. My why for why I wanted this company to work for me. And it didn't come over to me overnight, and if you haven't found your why, be patient, because God has a way of telling you, and sometimes we just don't listen to that. And so, because of that whole struggle of me not seeing Mary Kay for so long, I know that I shut out a lot of his messages to me, and that's okay. Sometimes we do that. And so over time, I did realize that I needed this company because I needed to be able to make a difference, and to know that my words and the things that I would say would have a difference on other women. And so it just came over to me from some different events, but one of the major ones I can remember as a DIQ, my second time around, and was up in the suite with Stacey James, and what she was talking about how amazing that we can make so many differences in women's lives. And she said, now imagine the differences that you're making in your consultants' lives, but think that someday you will be able to have offspring sales directors who are sending their children to college and buying homes because of what you gave them. And I can just remember just wanting to cry, and I knew that was my why, that I wanted to be able to have that kind of significant difference on other women's lives. And so making that change and realizing that major life reason was huge for me. And the other major thing was, again, just knowing that God's timing is perfect, and we were finishing up the national area, and sometimes we have some fear in our own goals, and it takes someone else needing to finish a goal for you to say, okay, this is it, I need to do it. And Amy needed me. And so I had to really shut out that fear. And that was also a big life-changing moment for me, because I realized that it's okay to share your goals, because sometimes other people need you as a reason to succeed. And so it's okay, no matter what stage we are in our businesses, to share what it is that we're working on, because it's not being selfish. Sometimes I feel like I'm being selfish saying, you know, I want to earn a Cadillac this year. And then I think, no, that's not being selfish, because think about how many women's lives I will have to impact to make that come true. And so that was major. And so I was able to finish directorship June 1st, which was super exciting. And what was even more exciting was just realizing that, you know, everything keeps going. And the life lessons keep on coming. And I know that years from now, I will have so many more life lessons that I don't yet have. And it's just amazing that we are in a company where we get to grow every single day. And we get to impact women's lives every single day. And truly, some of the biggest impacts and changes that we will have on other women's lives is because of things that we went through ourselves. And so it's amazing to look back on the 2 years I've been in Mary Kay and to think of how different I am today. And to think that, you know, I was scared to sign my beauty agreement because my best friend at that time thought that I could do better than Mary Kay. And wow, 2 years now, and I am so excited that I'll be graduating college in May. All of my friends, thank you. All of my friends are stressed out. They're all trying to figure out what they're going to be doing. They're all trying to figure out the interviews, if they're going to go back to school. No one really knows what they want to do. And I have the peace of knowing I'm just finishing school to finish school, and I already have my business, and the best is yet to come. So I'm just so excited for everything. Thank you so much.